In 1920, women throughout America won the right to vote with the passage of the 19th Amendment. The early leaders of this campaign, Susan B. Anthony among them, inspired countless women like Ellen Clark Sargent.
I first read about the Sargents a few years after moving from Hawaii to Nevada City. Ellen Clark Sargent's passionate activism for women's right to vote captivated me, and as a sculptor, I felt a deep calling to create a commemorative sculpture of her. She was a lifelong suffragist, and as Senator Aaron Sargent's wife, she became the wind beneath his wings, simply by persuading him to submit the wording of the 19th Amendment to Congress in 1878. Women of historical importance have too often been left out of the history books as to their deeds and accomplishments. There are over 5,193 public sculptures in the United States, and only 394 are of notable women. That needs to change.
Ellen would have been 26 years old when she and Aaron arrived in Nevada City by wagon.
It was on the evening of October 23rd, 1852, that I arrived in Nevada City, accompanied by my husband. We had traveled by stage since the morning from Sacramento. Our road for the last 8 or 10 miles was through a forest of trees, mostly pines. The glory of the full moon was shining upon the beautiful hills and trees, and everything seemed so quiet and restful that it made a deep impression on me, sentimental if not poetical, never to be forgotten.
Once settled into her new surroundings of a town full of miners and saloons that ran up and down Broad Street, Ellen became quite the entrepreneur. She solicited a few of the other wives to bake pies for the miners, who eagerly paid to enjoy a good meal. In a few short years, Ellen and Aaron were the proud parents of 3 children. In later years, while living in Nevada City, she began her public political activism by becoming president and founder of the Nevada County Women's Suffrage Association in 1869. It was a chance encounter when Senator-elect Sargent met Susan B. Anthony on a train, and he so enjoyed her company that he invited Susan B. to stay with him and Ellen at their home in Nevada City. Ellen and Susan B. Anthony became lifelong friends. One can imagine Ellen, Aaron, and Susan B. having grand conversations in the evening by candlelight. No doubt their evening talks would end up including a robust discussion centered on politics and a woman's right to vote. When asked about the privileges and responsibilities of being a full American citizen, Ellen said,
"Does not the great privileges of American citizenship apply to women as well as men? Why cannot women see their low estate in the scale of humanity? And to think that they could change it if they would. How their condition argues against their mentality and self-respect. Why do they not blush and arise in their right and inaugurate a true republic, keeping with this enlightened age?"
In 1872, the Sargents moved to San Francisco, where Aaron ran for public office and secured a seat as senator for California. Through the urging of Ellen and Susan B. Anthony, and countless suffragists the Sargents met over the years, Senator Aaron Sargent submitted the wording of the 19th Amendment to Congress in 1878.
Ellen did not live to see the final passage of the 19th Amendment in August 1920. When Ellen died in 1911, the mayor of San Francisco ordered the government buildings to fly their flags at half-mast in her honor. Over 2,000 people attended her funeral in San Francisco. Historians agree that if Ellen had not persuaded her husband to submit the language of the 19th Amendment to Congress, it may have taken several more years to bring a voting rights amendment to the floor of Congress.
The Friends of the 19th Amendment want to honor Ellen's place in history with a commemorative portrait sculpture of her in remembrance of her role in the suffragette movement and the town she loved, Nevada City, California.
To find out more about making a donation to help pay for the bronze casting costs, please visit gofundme.com/f/portrait-sculpture-of-Ellen-Clark-Sargent.